Are we good? Oh, shit. Oh, we are good. Okay, there we go. Leeds United versus Brighton. And we are getting absolutely packed in. We are here ready for, well, the end of the first half, the start of the second half. I did come to get some halftime chats with you guys in. Oh, my days, I've been throwing up. So sorry if my voice is not the best right now. But Leeds United definitely have not been the best right now. That is for sure. Although, hang on a second. Now that we turn the stream on, Okafor, it's absolutely blazing down the side of the wing. Can he get the cross in? Oh, my days. This is it. This is the goal. It's Brendan Aronson. Oh, why is he giving it to Longstaff? Why is he not shot? Why has he not shot? What a start that would have been, huh? What a start. Well, to the stream, not to the match. That would have been as Leeds United go cruising forward there. How's the Halloween hangover hitting? Oh, my days. Yeah, I got wrapped up with some prior engagements. I would have been 15 minutes earlier, but I was literally throwing up in the toilet. I think I've caught some sort of stomach bug or something. I don't know what bug I caught, but it ain't good. But Leeds United's bug is the one that's really, or should I say Leeds United are the thing that's really bugging me right now. But we have a corner right in the end of the half to actually change our fortunes here. This could be good. I did come for the halftime chat. I didn't think it would be a 1-1 though. And that was an absolutely diabolical cross. Didn't make it past the first man. And here we go. Halftime, Leeds United 0, Brighton 1. Really, really poor half of football for Leeds United. Once again, trailing at halftime. Very rare we actually go into games leading at halftime. That West Ham game was really a one-of-a-kind situation that we found ourselves in there. I'm here, so that means we're going to win. It does. It does indeed, my friend. It does indeed. How are you doing today, my brother? How are you guys all feeling on this fine, brisk Tuesday? Oh, my days. My brain is cooked. Saturday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon. What's going on, man? That's what Leeds does to a man. That is what Leeds United does to a man. How are you watching? With my eyeballs on the screen, my friend. With my eyeballs on the screen. Postman cap. No need to call that one out, mate. They made some new signings. What are you talking about? How are we getting on, Kurt? Not the best. I have to say, not the most enthralling half of football from Leeds United. And it does leave us now situated in 16th place. Still stuck down in there. Fulham leading today really does not help our chances at all. That now puts us, if we just do a bit of calculations, 2-goal difference off Fulham. Forest, of course, are in the drop. They are losing today as well. Wolves are losing today, so that's a very good sign. Burnley also losing today, 2-0. But were Burnley ever going to beat Arsenal? Probably not. So you would have expected them to lose that one. Man United, yes, it's good they're beating Forest, but damn, they are now up into 2nd place with the way things are going today, mate. Leeds are plummeting and Man United are soaring. That is not what you want to see at all. We want Leeds to be flying up that table. One win does put us in really good contention, though. It puts us level on points with Chelsea if we were to able to turn this around. But our goal difference is looking mightily, mightily poor. In -6 right now. Brighton, on the other hand, 0 goal difference. If we were to beat them, of course, if we were to magically turn this around, we would leapfrog them in the table, which would be very good. And the game is not over yet. Because it wasn't the most impressive half from Leeds United, for me, I sometimes take positives out of that. Because no two halves are the same. And when we were dominating that phenomenal first half we had against West Ham, when we were that dominant, you just knew things were going to fall apart in the second half. And boy, did they. Brendan Aronson, 2.6 FOTMOB rating so far. We can go through some of those. This is the most dreadful football I've seen us play all season. 0.24 XG. The stats would go as follows. We have had 52% possession of the ball, and with that have a 0.24 XG compared to Brighton's 1.31. Granted, their goal alone was probably like 0.9's worth of that XG there. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most dreadful football. We always play dreadful football like this. Let's be real here. Even in the games we've won, aside from that first half against, and even slightly in that, when do you see us create a bucket load of chances? You just don't, mate. You just don't see us create a load of chances. But yeah, 0.24 XG, 0.17 XG from open play. Let that sink in for a second there. 0.17 XG from open play in 46.5 minutes of football with over 52% of the possession, mate. Messi is the Argentinian Okafor. Longstaff has been poor. Yeah, not the best performance from Longstaff. But then again, who am I looking at in this side and saying, that was their best game, to be fair? Tanak has been decent. I'd probably say he's been the best of the bunch in the midfield. Not too massively so. But he has been the best of the bunch in the midfield. Brendan Aronson, I think, has been relatively poor today. Nowhere near the performance that he put up against West Ham last week, of course. But that was a bit of a one-off for Brendan Aronson. Because, again, he's not a right winger. He's not a natural right winger. We do have options on the bench. Of course, Dan James can still come on. Anton Stach is still there, ready to be dispatched into the lineup there. Okafor, brilliant. Okafor is by far our most potent attacking threat, and that's saying something, because he wasn't necessarily like someone that got a lot of fans too crazily excited when we signed him. He had a bit of a tumultuous time when he was in AC Milan. It didn't go too well for him. He had fitness issues. There were AC Milan fans saying that they robbed the bank with the money that they sold him for when he came to us. He wasn't necessarily the fan favourite. Obviously, a lot of us were probably still licking our wounds from Igor Paixão. But he's actually been really, really good, man. Joe Rodon has scored more goals than Calvert-Lewin. Oh, my days. You know what? I think you are actually right. You are actually right. 1 goal in 7 games for DCL. And you know what? I've been a big DCL defender. I've been a huge DCL defender. But he's going to have to start scoring some goals soon, man. He's going to have to start scoring some goals. 1 goal in 7 is not good enough. It's really not good enough to keep you in this league from your number 9. And also, though, what I would say about DCL, which I have been saying, I wouldn't blame DCL massively because we're not getting the ball to him. What's he meant to do? Look at this. As I said, 0.17 XG from open play. 0 big chances created. What chances are we creating for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to get on the end of? Most of what I see Dominic Calvert-Lewin doing in these games is facilitating for other people. He's creating chances for other people. Nemecha for DCL, I wouldn't do it. Nemecha doesn't get any chances, mate. He doesn't get any chances. He doesn't move correctly. He doesn't link people into the game the same way DCL does. The board are to blame. We needed attackers and we didn't get them 100%. But also, at which point, lads, at which point do we turn around and say, yes, the board didn't do their job, but Daniel Farke has to have some questions to answer here? At what point do we turn around and say that? At what point do we turn around and say that? Farke has to go. Should have gone 3 games ago for me. We need Dan James on. We need Dan James and Stach in that team ASAP pronto. That's what we need. I would say that, mate. Longstaff is terrible at set pieces. He can't get the ball to DCL. Longstaff, listen, man. Longstaff is actually, Stack started off the season by far our best midfielder. Longstaff very much caught him up the past few games. I think Longstaff has been phenomenal. Today hasn't been Longstaff's most amazing game, but the past few weeks, he has been really, really good for Leeds. It's been a really standout performance for me. We need Robert Midgley. Robert Midgley, my boy. Yes, and yes, we do. Boy, we need that guy back like nobody's business, man. He's running roughshod in the midfield there. He's so good, man. He's got so much quality. He's such a great dribbler of the ball. He creates chances for other people. He works with the press. He's great in the counter press. Work rate is not really an issue for him. He's very technically savvy with his passing ability. He would slot in perfectly into this side. Although I have a weird feeling that he would shoehorn him in like right wing or something, or do something stupid like that, as opposed to putting him in that number 10 role and actually playing with a number 10. Because, this three-man midfield, yes, it helped us be a little bit resolute earlier on in the season, but it hasn't really crazily benefited us recently. We're still conceding a bucket load of goals, even with this three-man midfield. And it's Brighton we're playing here. We're not playing one of the top dogs anymore. This is Brighton. We should be cooking more. He's getting booed like Somerville did. I can't tell you. I can't tell you as to whether Leeds fans are booing him. It is away fans as well, which does make it slightly different. I can't tell you as to whether they're booing him. I don't think they would be. Even Somerville, I don't know why you would really boo him, because at the end of the day, we threw away our chance to get promoted, and after throwing away our chance to get promoted, ended up losing key personnel, which we had to do for financial reasons. Now, the Ruter one's different as well, because that was a release clause. And he actually, what I respect a lot, is even though they triggered his release clause on the last day of that transfer window, he still played that game for Leeds. He didn't duck out of that game. He still played his last game for Leeds before the release clause was triggered. He didn't duck out of that game. He played it. So I have a lot of respect for him. He could have got injured. It could have sacrificed his move, and he still did it. So Rotera, I'll never really have too much of a bad word to say about. I think he's a great character. He still shows a lot of love to Leeds. When people are asking him online, are you going to join Man United? He say, never join that scum team. But yeah, I hope he's not getting booed. I hope he's not. Because as I said, man, he never really did anything wrong. There's a release clause. He didn't have much choice in the matter anyway. How are you playing, Andrew Logan? How are Leeds playing? Absolutely dismal. That's how we're playing, mate. Absolutely dismal. He could have said no. Listen, Dazza, let's be honest here. The club weren't going to let that. The club needed the money. The release clause was triggered. It was a Premier League opportunity. We'd thrown it away. It wasn't a Calvin Phillips situation where Leeds had never been in the league and he'd been there for 5 or 6 years. Homegrown lad. Bielsa had come in and changed his life, and he truly believed this year is going to be the year I'm going to get Leeds United back to the promised land. They're offering me a fat new contract to do it. We didn't have the financials to do that, hence why we replaced him with loan signings that next year. We didn't have the money available to do it. 40 million odd, yeah. I'd say we were the better team since Brighton scored. Yeah, but vaguely, mate. What have we actually done? We've been better in the sense that we've had more possession, sure. But what have we actually done with that possession? Not much, in my opinion. Harry Gray on the bench. Well, the bench is as follows. We've got Carl Darlow, James Justin, Pascal Stroik, Anton Stack, Ilya Gruev, Dan James, Jack Harrison, Joel Perrault, and Lucas Nemecha. No Harry Gray on the bench. And bear in mind, this is an absolutely injury-ravaged Brighton team we're playing here. If you just go through some of the injuries they have, it shows you why Leeds United should not be struggling in this game at all. James Milner out. Gruder out. Solly March out. Hinchelwood out. Webster out. Matoma out. A lot of them are out for a week, literally, like very light injuries, literally just for this game, which again, beneficial to Leeds, but we're not taking advantage of it, really. We should have capitalised, and we didn't capitalise. No. I agree, but Brighton look shook since they scored, throwing possession away too. Yeah, but Brighton are not a great side. Like, let's be real here. For however much we want to dump on Leeds, right, and say that we are not, we've had so many issues. People are saying Fark needs to be sacked. The board are disgraceful. I wouldn't use that strong of a language, but I'm saying people have said that. They're going to call out the board, and I would just correct that. I would never say they're a disgrace. They've still done a good job, but they really under-delivered in the transfer market. That's really not up for debate. But people saying that we don't have any attackers, that Fark doesn't play good enough style of football. But if we won today, or do win today, we will be above Brighton in the league. So Brighton are by no means a phenomenally safe team this season. So yes, they're throwing away the ball a lot and they're a bit sloppy because they're not a great side. We should be beating them. It's a game I would expect Leeds to get something out of, especially with all the injuries that Brighton have right now. We leave it too late in the window and try and sign attackers. I'd take a point. That's a point for me. I need 3. I need 3. Look how low down we are. Look how low down. And with the thin squad we have, injuries, surely, you've got to hope we can get to January and bring some signings in before then. But injuries could really, really affect our season. An injury to DCL, we've got no backup. Nemetra and Perot is really not going to be good enough for a whole Premier League campaign. And a serious injury to Okafor, we have just Jack Harrison and Brendan Aronson on the wings all year. Maybe Wilfred Gnonto comes back. I mean, our squad is very, very thin in key areas when you think about it, especially in the attack. So any injuries later on could seriously give us a bad run at things. So we need to pick up as many points on the board now as we can, in my opinion at least. These early parts of the season are key in accruing as many points as you can and building up as much of a gap between you and that bottom 3 as possible, especially if you want to attract people in January. You can't really be languishing in the relegation zone in January if you want to attract people because, I guess if you're getting a loan player, it's not going to matter too much. But if you did want a permanent deal, who's going to want to sign for a side that they think are going to get relegated? What I didn't like is that we let Ramazani go and didn't replace him. Okay, yeah. Well, technically they did with Jack Harrison. That's what they did. They replaced him with Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison we all thought was going to go. We didn't think he was staying around. They instead decided to keep Jack Harrison because they couldn't offload him. And he then got rid of Ramazani, who's a better player. Criminal, man. Ramazani, I thought, was the best player at the club. I did, man. I think he's so good. I think he's such a quality player. And he can actually play off either wing as well. He can actually play off either wing. He would be playing over Ramazani. He could play over, over Aronson right now. We're shoehorning Brendan Aronson at right wing. We could have easily been playing Ramazani in the right wing right now. And just think that one change alone, just think about how much our attack looks different there. Okafor, Calvert-Lewin and Ramazani in a front 3. That's not a bad front 3. That is not a bad front 3. That just already just feels different. Gives us another dimension to the game. Gives us another dimension to... Mate, he's got blistering pace. He's got a cracking finish. And he has an eye for an attack. Like, he's not one of these passive players that will just sideways backward. That's probably why. He's probably too much of an attacking threat for Daniel Fark. Let's be real here. He wants a bit of sideways and backwards merchants. Ramazani, when he got the ball, he was driving at defenders. He was driving down the channel. He was making those runs into dangerous areas to try and create something from Leeds every time he got it. Liam, James needs that spark back. Yeah, well, this is the thing. This is the thing also. What do you guys make of Dan James's situation? Because the Dan James one is an interesting one for me. There's been obviously a lot of murmurings around the injuries he had before the season actually started. Apparently, playing through injuries is what kind of caused him to dip off a little bit. Hello, Helen. How are you? Good to see you. But yeah, apparently with Dan James, he was playing through injuries without really saying anything. Kind of took a little bit of shine away from his game. Then obviously he had an injury, which allowed him to get the rest and recuperation. So you got to hope maybe if he can fully heal from some of the other injuries that he had, that he can start to bring back the form that we had last year from Dan James. But we have to wait and see as to whether that is a thing or whether it's not. LUFC Right Wing, thank you for the follow, my man. My phone's on 1%. I have to go, but I wish us luck. See you later, Robert Midgley. Great to have you in here, my friend. Great to have you in here. Great to chat to you. And the second half is just about to start. We are cooking here. As Tanaka tries to play a long ball straight to DCL. And it unfortunately does not work. Championship, Prem, different levels, but he can adapt to the Prem. Gonna go watch second half. Have a good one, mate. Have a good one, Liam. Good to have you in here, my friend. Good to get some good opinions on the game. And we're here for the second half now. The second half has commenced. We're constantly getting hit on the counter. We should be 4-0 down. Well, listen, mate. Football is a game of two halves. And we started off the second half a little bit more bright, shall we say. A little bit of optimism could be coming by way of Leeds United here. Yeah, 4-0 is 4-0 I would say is very harsh. Brendan, oh, that is such a shit tackle. He's just let him walk through him. And Rotera's pinged a 30-yard through ball all the way down the right-hand side. Brighton cut in here. They could make it 2. 3 people are falling on their arse. And Lucas Berry with an easy catch in the end. It's a terrible shot by Van Heck. An absolutely abysmal shot. Rutter with a great through ball. And he has absolutely sat 3. Look, Goodmanson on his arse. Roden on his arse. Ampadu stood there like a statue. Oh my days, that was poor. Go on, Goodmanson. Drives the counter-attack. Come on, man. Look at this, man. Tanaka slipped on his arse. What's it with us and slipping on our arse? So happening so much this week and last week. Oh, go on, Okafor. Drives forward. Tries to dink it in. Not good enough cross. But Rotter's giving us a ball straight back. Team works. The team should get Brazilian wonder kids. Easier said than done, mate. Easier said than done. Easier said than done, mate. The last Brazilian we had was by far the best player we've ever had in the entire club's history. So, you're definitely onto something there, though. You're definitely onto something. And to be fair, I don't even think that's controversial anymore. Even if you're an old guard. Like, maybe you may not say, oh, what he did at Leeds. But as a quality of player, I think genuinely it is not even controversial anymore. Because of the way he got robbed of literally winning the Ballon d'Or. Literally winning it. It probably is, well, it definitely, I wouldn't say it's controversial to say, the best player, the highest score. Oh my gosh. Rotter has absolutely pinged one from 30 yards and it's rifled the side netting. That was close, man. That was close. That's what we're talking about, man. An eye for goal that Leeds don't have. Opens up a bit of space and absolutely drills it into the side netting. Oh, give us him back, mate. Give us him back. But yeah, man. Yeah, 5th was crazy, mate. 5th was absolutely diabolical. How Vitinha got in ahead of him. Oh, my days. He should have been first. Like, there's literally... If you look at his stats for that year. Hello, governor. Then it beggars belief as to how he wasn't in the top 3. But yeah, I think genuinely as a quality of player, I don't think there's been a better one that's played for Leeds ever. How often do you see a flipping Leeds player racking up the goals in the Champions League, securing himself a guaranteed spot in the top of the Ballon d'Or list? One of a kind, man. One of a kind. Brighton now picking the ball around very slowly round the back of their own half here, man. We need to put some damn pressure on them. Can we put some pressure on them at least? DCL, no pressing. Stack on crack. Oh, thank you for the 7 roses, my friend. I don't know what to call you. I don't know what to refer you to. I don't know what to refer to you as. I do not know what to refer to you as. But thank you for the 7 roses, speaking mouth. What minute? 50th minute, currently. Currently the 50th minute. Uh-oh, here come Brighton again. Down the left-hand side, it's dinked in. Nah, that's got to be a Leeds goal kick, nah? Been here for a while. Of course, mate, but I don't know, what do I call you, mate? Give me a nickname to call you, my friend. Give me a nickname to call you. Ranulf. What, that's you? Did you change your name or something? It's not coming up with Ranulf anymore. Fuck, flipping heck, mate. Oh, damn. Okay, mate, you're throwing me off, man. I didn't realise my boy was here. Didn't realise the main man. Now Leeds are definitely scoring. Now that you've given me that nugget of information, Leeds are definitely going to score now. The assassin, my friend. What's going on, my brother? We are big chilling right now. Leeds need to turn this around. But now I've been given that nugget of information, it is crystal clear in my mind that Leeds are going to go on and perform the comeback this game that is needed to get Leeds the 3 points. As Perry blasts the ball for... Oh, that is just fucking tragic, mate. That is a really bad through ball. But Okafor gets it on the attack now. Oh, Jaden Bogle was creeping into the back post there. That was a close one. Actually, has he got a corner for Leeds United off the back of that? No, it is a goal kick. It is still a goal kick. Still a goal kick. Oh, with the 6 more roses as well. My guy, thank you so much. Appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate you so much, my friend. Thank you. The Assassin. What's up? How you doing today? Ranulf, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro. Forest pulled 2 goals out their asses. Wait, hang on a second. Forest are winning! What the... Oh my days. United are absolutely dog water. Oh, if we win today, we'll be like 1 point behind them. Although, Forest are then creeping up behind us if we don't win today as well. You see why I'm saying the win is so necessary here. Because teams like Forest could just pull goals out their ass. Oh my days. I didn't even clock. Mate. He's not cutting his hair. Oh my day. No, he's not. Most definitely not. Flipping heck. Uh-oh. And I actually have a lot of wagers with people riding on the fact that Leeds are going to finish above Man United this year. A lot of wagers. But at the same time, I don't want to get relegated. So, you know, I don't want Forest to be picking up points either. This is a real flipping lose-lose situation here. There's not really anything good that can come out of this. What about, well, I need Burnley to lose, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And luckily they're playing Arsenal, so there's no chance that they're performing a comeback in that game. Surely. Oh, Ampadu. Oi, that's decent, actually. He's held off a couple of men. He's giving it to DCL on the spin. DCL has spun. What a spin it is. Leeds United now breaking through on the counter-attack. It's Okafor. Go on, Okafor. Drives down the line beautifully. Flicks it. Oh, that is so shit, man. That is so crap. Why has he just toe-punted it with his right foot? Open it up onto your left, my friend. The United Strand will have hair bigger than the Burj Khalifa before Man United win 5 in a row. If we only have 40% win rate by Christmas, does Fart get sacked or no? This man. That man. Oh, the Man U guy won't cut his hair this year. You talking about Goldbridge? He's gonna have hair bigger than the Burj Khalifa. I haven't actually seen that thing. Is that Goldbridge you're referring to? Did he say if Man United don't win 5 in a row, he ain't cutting his hair? It's kind of based, I can't lie. It's kind of finna based. He's gonna have hair like me, mate. To be fair, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing the past 5 years. When a Leeds gonna get 5 wins in a row. Just never happens. I just can't cut my hair. Believe me. Oh, so it's not Goldbridge then. United stand. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. I don't know who that is then. I know Flex, but that... nah, he definitely hasn't done a wager like that. He's always got a sharp trim. He's always got a fresh trim. I don't think he would make a wager like that. No, I can't think who you're talking about. How are Leeds playing today? Pretty decently. Pretty damn decently. For a terrible team. Am I right? No, I'm joking. No, we've played absolutely poor. I can't lie. It's been a very unentertaining game. What a ball, actually. Hang on a second. Our fortunes could change. Great through ball to DCL. He's chested it down, and he's just locked out. It's so shit. That is just poor. I defend him all the time, but that is poor. We haven't played well today at all. I can't lie to you. But he gets his shot off! Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. Quick turn, quick shot. Quick movement. Little bit of ingenuity there. I like that. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to lie to you. We've been very poor. Like, it's just been very lethargic from Leeds. All around the pitch. It's been such a game from both sides devoid of any kind of quality. It's not like there's explosive counterattacks going on either end. It's just been really sloppy from both sets of teams. And Leeds have really made things easy for Brighton at times because whilst we've had decent amounts of possession, again, it's just no cutting edge to it. And every time we're getting into semi-decent areas, we're completely shanking everything. We're just completely shanking everything. Our crossing has been poor. Toe punting it straight into the keeper. Not getting it past the first man. People slipping over. Falling on their ass. 2-yard passes not being completed. Here we go, though. Anton Stack could change our fortunes on that. He is getting ready to come on. He has, of course, his hand heavily taped up. Hopefully, there's no issues with that. As Okafor stands up his man and gets Leeds a corner. There you go. Finally, man. The only guy doing anything on the damn pitch is Okafor. Is Okafor. This just goes to show you the lack of quality that we had in that championship side that came up. Man, if we got Okafor and he got a Paixão. Oh, my days, man. And we kept Ramazan. Oh, we'd be cooking this year, man. We'd be cooking. You can see, man, for someone who has been slated a lot in Okafor, he is leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else. Yeah, Stack and James are getting ready to come on. As I said, he's got the heavily taped up hand. Hopefully, he doesn't fall on it or aggravate that today. Heavily bandaged up hand, shall I say. Here we go. Here is Longstaff to take the corner. Of course, Stack will be taking those when he gets onto the pitch, but Longstaff taking it for now. That is a absolutely abysmal corner. An absolute floater to the back post. Oh, here's Brendan Aronson again. Longstaff set pieces shocking. Yeah, you haven't been the best today. They haven't been the best. I can't lie to you. They have not been the best. There's Tanaka. Who will be coming off, though? Who do you guys think's coming off? Longstaff or Tanaka? I think he'll take Tanaka off, no? Even though I think Tanaka's actually played better today. Here we go. Bogle tries to get the cross in. Unable to do so. It's a Leeds throw-in. Hey, what are you trying, Gomez, mate? What? Wait, what's he given? It has to be a Leeds throw-in, no? And Longstaff is coming off the pitch. It is Longstaff making way for Anton Stach. Jacked and Stach. And Tanaka as well. Is he going back to source? He's going back to source. Is he going back to a 4-2-3-1? Or is he putting Brendan Aronson in the number 8? Oh my days, he's playing Brendan Aronson in the number 8. And Anton Stach is in the number 10. Wait. Is he? What am I looking at here? What is this? Okay, it might just still be a flat 3. I didn't know if he was going 4-2-3-1, putting Stach and Tanaka Stach and Ampadu holding, and having Brendan Aronson back in the number 10. I think that's what he's done. Well, he's taken both Tanaka and Longstaff off. That's what's happened. Dan James and Anton Stach have come on for Longstaff and Tanaka. So Brendan Aronson's still on the pitch. Oh, Wayne with the rose. Thank you so much, Wayne. My man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Wayne. My man. Jurgen Klopp in for me. I wish. I wish. William Mountford. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Who's dominating Harry Fletcher? No one's really dominating this game. Charlie! Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, my friend. Jaber! Thank you for the like, my bro. Okay, it's a diving header. Yeah, I need to see how they're lining up here. Brendan Aronson... Nah, he's playing very on the right. It is just a flat 4-3-3 still. He's not changed it up to the 4-2-3-1 again. I would like to see that, just to see more of a central focal point. But, I mean, I guess it is very attacking. That's one thing. To push Brendan Aronson back into the midfield role, where he hasn't played for a long period of time. I don't know if I would have taken both Tanaka and Longstaff off for that, though. But I thought Tanaka was actually somewhat decent today, to be fair. No, not really. No good chances for Leeds. No good chances at all. It is a risky one, putting this flipping, this formation change that he's put. Like, Brendan Aronson and Stach together, and neither of them seem to be sitting. Like, that does give you a lot of holes that are there to be exploited against you. Uh-oh. Here come Brighton. Speaking of those holes, what is that defending? What is that defending? Oh my days! Absolute kamikaze football from Leeds, man. Oh my days, you talk about there being holes to be exploited, and within a second, our holes have been exploited like a colander trying to drain out some pasta in your sink. Just hella water leaking out of every orifice. And right now, it's goals that are leaking out of every orifice for Leeds United. That is so poor. That is so poor. That is absolutely diabolical. Flicked on down the right-hand side. Absolutely skins Gudmundsson. And it looks like a great flick on by Rutter. No, it's not. It comes off Rodon. Does that come off Rodon or Rutter? I can't tell. It looks like it comes off Rodon. I think it is Rodon who flicks it into the path of him. That is so poor. That is so poor. Oh, what a terrible, terrible, terrible turn of events. Absolutely abysmal, mate. Absolutely abysmal. Just absolutely strolled through your whole team. And now Dominic Calvert-Lewin's off the pitch. Who's come on, though? Game's gone. Fark out. Fark out. Who'd replace Fark, though? Jurgen Klopp. Am I right? Fark's getting sacked in the morning. I don't think there's any pressure for his job, I can't lie. I think even if we lose this, I don't think he's going to be in any trouble. Mate, I think that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh, George. The guy's going to celebrate. He's playing for them now. He is going to celebrate. Like that's a bit harsh. I feel like shit missed the championship. I definitely don't. I most definitely don't. I can tell you that for free, mate. I am so glad we are out of that league. There is not a single part of my body that misses that division. I can tell you that for a fact. For me, wow. It is night and day being out of that division. Night and day. Alright, here is Bogle. Bogle gives it back to Roden. Get Harry Gray on. He's not on the bench. Harry Gray cannot even come on the pitch. Champo is the best in the world. If you go to the games, it's class. Again, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you. I've gone to a lot of championship games for Leeds. I have. Especially in that Bielsa year. The year we got promoted before COVID, and the year before that, I went to quite a few. Would I say it is better than the Premier League? Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. You know, going there and seeing flipping Stoke turn up at Ellen Road as opposed to seeing Manchester City turn up at Ellen Road. I think I know which one I'd rather go to. Or go on Okafor. Okafor on the spin. Finds Aronson. Aronson on the pivot. Runs into a corridor of 4 players. Loses the ball. Anton Stack keeps it in. Oh. Okafor. That was a bit of a dangerous one there. That was a bit of a dangerous one. Farke has been getting too much hate. Maybe last year. But at the same time, there are a pattern of mistakes that we are seeing simultaneously happening game after game. But if you don't have a great option, then just chopping and changing is not a great plan. Oh, he will be, man like Larry. He will. He's not going to be gone anytime soon. I can tell you that for a fact. He's not going to be gone anytime soon. He's not going to be gone anytime soon at all. Ow. Ow, my ankle. Ah, my ankle. Lenny. We're not winning. We're not winning the next 5 weeks. Come on, man. We've got Forest next week. We've got to beat Forest. Surely we got to beat Forest. Let's be real here. No way we don't beat Forest next week. Surely. Surely, Lenny. Come on. If we can't beat Forest, okay, then he does need to be on the chopping block. I can't lie to you. If we can't beat Forest, although, man, they're winning, man. They've pulled it back today. And now they're right up our tails, mate. Oh, this is so bad for Leeds. This is so bad. Oh, this loss is terrible. This is actually horrifically. We're in a really bad situation now. With Fulham winning. Fulham now 2 goals to the good. This is a really bad situation for Leeds to be in. That Burnley game really put us in a dangerous position now where we can't afford to drop points in these kind of games. And this Brighton performance has been absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Oh my days. And Bogle's just given the ball straight to Rutter. He's given it straight to him. He's driving through. He's played it back. It's 3-0. It is tragic defending again. It's 3-0. It's over, mate. It is over. It is over. The fat lady is already singing. She's singing. Oh boy, is she singing. And she is singing as the ship of Leeds United plummets. Tragically. Without a damn fight. It is weaker than a damn anorexic bodybuilder in there, man. No one wants to put any sort of challenge in there. They're slipping on their ass like they're a fucking drunk man on a pogo stick. And we have slipped all the way down. No, don't say 17th. Not quite 17th, mate. Not quite 17th. But we are getting absolutely cooked, man. We are getting absolutely put to the slaughter. Like the finest lamb on the market. Goodmanson facing the wrong way. I mean, Bogle, he doesn't play with us anymore, mate. In fact, I don't think you ever played with him. I think you signed the year after he left. Was there like a 2-week period you played together and maybe you're getting a bit disillusioned with things? Rutter doesn't play for us anymore, mate. You've passed the ball to him and he's smiling. He's smiling at us, mate. He has just made us look like right idiots. And look at that. He's ashamed to even celebrate because of what he's playing against. He's ashamed to even celebrate against. Oh, no. They've gone for again. They're going to make it 4. They're going to make it 4. This change, this double substitution from Farke is going to go down as the worst substitution in Premier League history. I have to say, man. Putting Brendan Aronson into not the number 10, but central midfield. Oh, I threw up in my own mouth. Sorry, I actually just threw up in my own mouth. That is disgusting. But that's what watching Leeds United does to a man. That is what watching Leeds United does to a man. And it's not only the acid inside my stomach, my esophagus that's burning now, but the acid inside my eyes from this absolute calamitous football. We haven't created a chance. We literally have not created one good chance this entire game. We've offered absolutely nothing. And the Metra coming on has not helped things in the slightest. Mate, look, just, what am I watching? What am I watching? No one can run. Brendan Aronson and Nemetra are the furthest forward in the press. Neither of them are pressing. In fact, where the heck's Dan James? Where is he? Where is he? Is he playing water polo? Wait. Where the heck is he? Where is he? Seriously. Am I missing a trick here? Oh, there he is. There he is. The guy is so deep, man. You've just come onto the pitch. You're meant to be one of the freshest players there. And you're not pressing at all. He's not moving. What's happened to DJ, man? What's happened to him? Ay, ay, ay. Mate, we are just an absolute disgrace from top to... I had to check my foot mob a couple times to check he was still on the pitch. I can't lie to you. I thought, well, I thought I'd had an absolute stinker. I thought I'd done a Chris Kamara, just completely missed the fact he'd come off the pitch or something. Oh, my days. Invisible. Mate, when Jack Wilshere is absolutely outclassing you, you need to seriously have some questions right now as to whether we have the right man in the managerial position at Leeds United. As soon as we take DCL, we get... Well, of course, mate. Of course. Like, that was never going to help us. I don't know why he took him off. DCL, again, not his best game, but he was starting to grow into it a little bit. And at least Okafor had something to work off. We've got nothing up front now. No outball. Nothing. You can't blame Farke for this. You can. It's not entirely Farke's fault. You can't blame him for personnel, but the style of play that we've seen from Leeds United today is the same style of play we've seen for the past 10 weeks. So it is definitely a systemic issue within the way that he sets us up, within his tactics, within the way he wants us to play. So you can blame Farke very much so for this performance. You can also blame him for his substitution, which really killed the game off. Uh-oh. Big cross in. Get it out. Oh, they've Travelled it. Oh, my days. They're going to get the rebound and make it 4, aren't they? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is absolutely abysmal from Leeds. You can blame him, mate. The substitutions clearly did not hit. Calvert-Lewin off. Makes no sense. Tanaka and Longstaff off for Stack and Aronson. You're putting Aronson into a role where I don't think he's ever played there for Leeds. He's played in the 10, yeah. But I don't even know what position he's playing now. He's meant to be playing the 6, the 8. What is it? He's all over the gaff. 1 second he's on the right wing filling in for Dan James. Then he's in the cam role. Then he's in the flipping number 6 role. The guy's all over the gaff. I don't know what position he's actually meant to be playing here. And our midfield since then has been absolutely run through like a Vindaloo on a hot summer's night through my stomach. Or like my stomach after a Vindaloo on a hot summer's night. That would have made more sense. I'm betting 3-1 because as a Brighton fan, I know we can't keep a clean sheet. DCL is the only, I've got to correct that. They're the only striker we have. Let's be real here. Does anyone know when Leeds are starting? What do you mean by that, Lenny? What do you mean by that? Bijou is probably playing bad. Yeah, not his best performance. Not his finest work. James Justin is coming on for Jayden Bogle. And Okafor's off. Oh, well, let's just fucking sack this game off right now then. Okafor off for Harrison. Yeah, let's just sack this off. Let's just sack this off, innit? I mean, we've taken Okafor and Calvert-Lewin off. There's no way we're scoring now, is there? There is no way. I mean, if that front 3 doesn't scream championship, I don't know what does, mate. Jack Harrison, Dan James, and Nemecha. Wow. I mean, that is just a litany of quality. An absolute litany of quality in that front 3. Flipping heck. Those owners, I mean, they need to answer some serious flipping questions as well. How you are 10 games into a Premier League campaign with that front 3 on the pitch, both Farke and the owners need to seriously give their head a wobble. And it's clear he's probably sacked the game off. He's probably sacked the game off. He said 3-0, you know, we're not going to win this game anymore. Let's just sack it off and save some personnel. Which, again, is just not a good way of doing things. Can we bring back Bielsa, please? I mean, he would never sack any game off. I'll tell you that for free, mate. I'll tell you that for free. 3 goals down, there could be 2 minutes left. And he would get us those 3 goals. Is he, Callum? Is he? I mean, Callum. I'm not saying that DCL has had a phenomenal season. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's the best striker since, sliced toast. But what has Nemecha done since he's come on? What has he done in general this year when he's been on the pitch? Aside from that Everton game. What has he actually offered? In our build-up play? In linking others into the game? In his pressing ability? Finishing? Chance creation? What has he actually offered? Let's be real. He had no chances. Mate, DCL's not getting many chances. How many chances did DCL have today? DCL didn't have a single chance today. DCL literally did not have a chance to score. We did not create anything for him. Georgie not celebrating respect. Right, I mean, it was like he was hesitant to. It was like he was embarrassed at what he was looking at here with Leeds United. He was embarrassed that is the club that he used to play for. The way he just walked through us there. Oh, I got news for you, mate. He will be, Holmes. He will be. He will be starting next week because we don't have any other option. We don't. We literally do not have another option. He will guaranteed. I can put money on it that he will be starting next week. 100%. 100%. And Championship football is not better, man. Let's not tempt fate like that. Mate, Nemecha not starting. Nemecha, I don't even think Nemecha will make it through 90 minutes of a match without gassing out. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Nemecha for a full 90. That is, I mean, someone bring the Ventolin on the sideline, please. He might pass out. We're too big of a club to be in the Championship. Yeah, well, of course. But I mean, we're flipping the squad, on the other hand. The squad. I mean, clearly this squad, especially in the offensive areas, is not too good to be in the Championship. I can tell you that for free, mate. This squad screams Championship. Look at that front line, man. Brendan Aronson on the spin. A little bit better. My days. And James Justin has just hoofed the ball straight to the goalkeeper. And James is jogging, mate. He's jogging. Is he still injured? If so, what's he doing on the pitch? The guy's just jogging around. Brendan Aronson has been on there for about... got to be 80% longer than Dan James. Actually, not 80%. Probably like 800% longer, technically. Dan James has been, I'll rephrase it. Dan James has probably been about 8% of the minutes Brendan Aronson has. And Aronson is running more than him. He's running quicker than him. He's more intense in his acceleration than him. Dan James does not look fit at all. Which begs the question, why did he put him on? That is the worst double change of all time. It has just killed the entire game. We actually looked really relatively in the game. Brighton really didn't do much before those two changes. Revisionist history, yes, hindsight is 2020. But those two changes were absolutely just so nonsensical looking back at it. Because Dan James is clearly not fit enough to be on the pitch right now. And Brendan Aronson dropping into the central midfield was not a good idea either. So, keep Brendan on the right wing. And stack on for one of Longstaff or Tanaka. Don't take both of them off. Aye, aye, aye. Unless if you're going to tell Stack to be more, like, to sit more deep in, like, a holding midfield role and put one of the other ones in the 10. Three 0 kind of tells you, lad. How's Perry played? He's actually played somewhat okay. Can't carry on like this. We can. No, Perry's actually, he just made a really phenomenal save a second ago, funnily enough. He did actually make a really good save. Oh, Rodon, man. Rodon. He's calling out for support, and there's no one anywhere near him, mate. There's no one anywhere near him. The guy's just running around with a flipping... with no support at all. No one to play the ball off. Oh, what a ball by Aronson. Here's Nemecha. Oh, my days. This is not going to help things. Oh, my days. How's he missed that? How's he not scored that? How's he not scored that? Go on, Stack! Oh, my days. Can we at least help our goal difference a little bit, man? Can we help it a little bit? Our goal difference is fucking shit, man. It's -8 goal difference. Are you taking the piss, man? Oh, we can't even score that. A DCL bags that, I can't lie. Oh, fuck it. What a ball that was, man. That was actually a cracking ball to the Metro. He just takes it too wide. He takes it far too wide. Far too wide. And then Stack, finally, someone with a bit of quality who can actually maneuver his way through there. We'll finish the season bottom at this rate. Well. Oh, Forest have conceded an equaliser late on against Manchester United. 2-2 now, which I guess is decent. It's not too bad. It's not too bad because United aren't getting a win and Forest aren't catching up quite as much. So not too bad by that. But the fact that we are desperately looking around for other teams to save us is not good at all. Major changes in Jan or its relegation. There's no threat in this team simply anywhere. Fark has no game plans. He is simply clueless. I reckon we let him start. DCL is shocking. We're just getting ripped apart, Cal. Wolves are worse than us. It's not saying much. It's really not saying much. And when we played them, actually, they were actually the better side for a lot of that game. I can't lie to you. They actually were the better side for a lot of the game. Glad okay. Oh, man. We're going to be bottom 3 in the next 2 games, and I don't see that coming back from that. When is Nonto back? Nonto is back. Should be a few weeks, hopefully. Shouldn't be too long. Said late November. Said late November is when he was originally expected back. But he's not going to be fit enough to get straight back into the side. Or definitely starting. But you'd presume he'd be starting right wing or playing right wing. Because that's where we need support. Oh. This is so poor, man. So poor. It can't make 5 consecutive passes. He's just passed the ball off the pitch. Jack Harrison's had to lunge to keep it in. And they've lost the ball again. They've lost the ball again. Like, we literally cannot string 2 passes together. This is absolutely embarrassing, man. We literally cannot flipping... We can't string passes together. I can't string a sentence together because I'm watching this and I'm trying to actually process what my eyeballs are looking at on this screen over here. And that is a big problem because it doesn't make any sense. What I'm watching is not registering with my brain because this is not football. This is not. I don't know who we can even put in to change this. Like, personnel-wise in the squad that we have. Systemically, it's just the same sideways, backwards, and there's no confidence at all. The players on the pitch have sacked it off. Dan James is clearly still injured or doesn't want to be there, and I don't think he doesn't want to be there, so I'd say he's definitely injured. He shouldn't be on the pitch right now. He is not running comfortably at all. Our defence has looked embarrassing today. Our midfield has looked non-existent, and that's been our only strong point this entire year is our midfield. And without that strength that we had in the midfield, we literally have nothing in the side. We have no identity, no style of play. Like, what actual style of play would you say Fark is? Is he a defensively resolute manager? Is he one of those managers that you go up against, you can be like, oh, they're good, they're going to be flipping tough to break down? Is he a free-flowing football playing manager? You know, tiki-taka? Where you think, oh, flipping it, going to be hard to keep the ball against them. They're going to be pinging it around us. We're going to have to be on our game defensively here. What is he? What? More importantly, what are we? What do we play? You know, we're not really crazy high pressing. We started off the year, first game, pretty damn high pressing. But aside from that, like, we've showed no pressing ability today, especially when you take certain personnel off. Nemetra can't press. Dan James can't press. Jack Harrison can't press. Can we sub Daniel out for away games? Why not get rid of him entirely? Oh, my days. Mate, James Justin, what am I watching here, mate? I mean, it doesn't help that we're signing formerly relegated players. A lot of formerly relegated players. James Justin, I mean, Jaden Bogle we signed in the Championship and he's a quality player. But James Justin, previously relegated, straight signed into the team. And I mean, £8 million. This is not looking like £8 million well spent. Like, not that he's a bad player. You're not throwing him under the bus. He's barely played for Leeds. He's backup option, obviously, but he hasn't actually really done too much. Oh, go on, Stack. Stack to Aronson. Aronson, it's a corner. Probably presume Stack is going to take this corner. Can we have Rafinha back? Wow. I mean, that would be a game changer, wouldn't it? That would be one heck of a game changer. One Van heck of a game changer. Can we sell our terrible players and buy good players that can actually kick a ball? We do have some good players in there. Just no good attacking players. When you have good attacking players, you have no way of breaking teams down. You have no way of scoring, of creating anything. This has been such a shit performance, I can't lie. The game is about to be finished. And what a flipping game it's been. What a game it's been. That is a lot of time that none of us are ever going to get back again. I can tell you that, watching that. We are never getting those minutes back in our life. That was such a waste of time. Might as well have not turned up, mate. Might as well have not turned up. Nothing in the first half. Nothing in the second half. Nothing at all. And it's trickling now into the 93rd minute. We've literally got a minute left to try and get something out of this game. But wish we still had Klitsch. Oh, man. Tell me about it. He would actually walk into this side right now in that number 10 role. Because we don't have one. We don't have one. We let players go and we don't replace them. Well, technically we had Rutter then. But we let Rutter go and we don't replace him. Technically we brought Brendan Aronson back. But he clearly wasn't good enough to play in the 10. And did we replace him? No. And do we even play him in the 10 now? No. What is this? I mean, I don't get how it's completely gone under the radar. They just literally completely changed our formation overnight. The entirety of the 2 years we had in the Championship, we played 4-2-3-1 with a number 10. We've gone up to the Prem, and since the first game, just overnight, he's changed it to a 4-3-3. And no one said a thing. And it's completely, along with the personnel, has compromised our attacking threat. This 4-3-3 clearly is not cooking. It's clearly not cooking. Here we go. So negative. Who's negative? Leeds. Yeah, we played negative football, mate. Oh, shoot, wait. Oh, Ranulf with another 5 roses. Ranulf, my man. Thank you so much. And that is full time. Leeds United 0, Brighton Hove Albion 3. Wow. That was flipping embarrassing. Embarrassing, that game. Really poor. Really poor. Ouch. 8-3-0. Yep. We are sheep in wolves' clothing. Championship side pretending to belong in the Prem. We're going to be bottom 3 in the next 2 games, and I don't see us coming back from that, Freddie. Major changes in January or it's relegation. There's no threat. This team simply anywhere. Fark has no game plans. He's simply clueless. We are laughable. And we are. Boy, we are. Was poor, but owners still won't sack Fark because they refuse to see it. Also, who can we even bring in right now? I mean, Daichi was the option, but too late for that. What option do we actually have to bring in? There is no one to bring in. At this point in the season, there's no one to bring in. And 10 games is the kind of litmus test that you would leave for someone. And he's had 10 games. He has had 10 games. Let's be honest here. He's had them. Has he been good enough in those 10 games? Yeah, it's up for debate. Up for debate. That shit hurts today. Bloody rubbish Saturday. Terrible. Why are people calling for Fark to get sacked? We have a good start. One bad result. Have we had a good start? We're 16th. With a negative 8 goal difference. That's not a good start. That is not a good start. Losing 3. We don't create anything. Ever. We went 5 games into the season with 1 goal from a set piece. We don't create anything from open play. We don't show much defensive resolution. We don't have a style of play. We don't have good enough personnel. Team selection and substitution sometimes baffles you. We couldn't beat Burnley. We've lost 3-0 at home away to Brighton. We lost to Fulham. Yeah, we beat West Ham and Wolves. West Ham, Wolves and Everton. That's it. Those are the only sides we could beat. I don't think that's a great start to the season. I can't lie to you. Even the Wolves game when we won it, as I said, man, papering over the cracks big time. Big time. I don't know whether he did. I can't lie to you. Albie. I don't know. It didn't even look like there were many Leeds fans left there. I don't think they were clapping anyone off the pitch, mate. I think they were... Yeah. And who can blame them after that terrible, terrible, terrible performance? We are laughable, mate. We are. But that's the thing, man. Something's got to change. You can't really change the personnel right now. Is it the manager? Is it the personnel? What has got to change? Because something is not right. And something is not clicking. And something needs to be something needs to be done. Because right now, this is just never going anywhere anytime fast. Who can we protect? Well, listen, mate. That's if you're deciding. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they're going to sack him. I don't think they're going to sack him or even contemplate it until January. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there's any fear of him losing his job, in my opinion. I'll be shocked if he does. I'll really be shocked. And as I say, it's not entirely his fault because at the same time, he wasn't given the right personnel. But at the same time as that, we don't play any kind of football that is going to break down. We couldn't break our way out of a wet paper bag. Let's be real here. Let alone break down a team that are actually sitting back and trying to defend against you. So it's real toss-up, mate. It's a real toss-up. It is a real toss-up. DCL is absolutely amazing. Yeah, he's pretty good, mate. He's pretty good. DCL is pretty good, mate. But that is it. Leeds United 0. Brighton Hove Albion 3. We can break this down from start to finish. Leeds United, we start the game off relatively cagey, a little bit sloppy. Okay, still in the game. Early goal conceded. Terrible goal to concede. Straight cutback. Flipping 5 yards out. Easy tap in. Bob's your uncle. Leeds United, then you're thinking, oh, okay, bit of resurgency in the game. We're actually starting to build something here. We're starting to play around with the ball a little bit. We're starting to maybe look like we could get a bit of foothold in the game. And we actually controlled the lion's share of possession for the rest of that first half. But what did we do with it? Absolutely nothing. End of the first half, we had 0.17 XG from open play. That is tragic. When you have 52% of the football and you only have a 0.17 XG, there is systemic, fundamental issues going on there with that. Yes, I am a Leeds fan. Unknown disc. Yes, I am. But there are fundamental issues going on when you can't create anything. You've got 52% of the ball and you have some of your better attacking players on there. This is a Brighton side. Let's make no two ways about it here. This is an injury-ravaged, depleted Brighton side. No Mitoma, no Milner, no Solly March, just to name a few. This is a side we should have been comfortably beating, in my opinion, with the personnel they had on the pitch. This is a very winnable game that Leeds United needed to win and should have won. But instead, first half, no creativity, standard arse football, same thing we kind of seen through the year in general, right? Second half starts. First few minutes, DCL's getting on the ball. We're looking good, we're looking sharp, we're looking energized. And then, what happens? The craziest double substitution in hindsight that I have ever seen in my life. Dan James and Statch come on for Longstaff and Tanaka. And then he pushes Brendan Aronson into this number 8 role. Now, there's a few things we need to talk about with this. Number one, Dan James should not have been on that pitch in the first place. He does not look fit at all. He couldn't press. He didn't look comfortable in the way he was running. I mean, it looked like from minute one, I don't know if he picked up another knock while he was out there, but it just seemed like he was, from minute one, not on there. And I'm not blaming him, because if the gaffer tells you you can play, or he wants you to play, you're going to play. You're going to want to play. So I never blame him for that. But fuck why he's playing an injured player in the first place, I don't know. Because he couldn't press, he couldn't move, he did not look comfortable on the pitch at all. And that's one of two things. Either he didn't want to be there, or he wasn't fit. And Dan James, for me, is not someone who doesn't want to be there. He's someone that is, he lives with his heart on his sleeve kind of guy. So he clearly wasn't fit. I don't know why he was on the pitch. That sacrificed our attacking output completely. Brendan Aronson dropping into this number 8, number 6 role. Sometimes he was playing in the 10. Sometimes he was dropping down into the 6. I don't know where sometimes he was playing a right wing to fill in for Dan James. I don't know where he was actually meant to be playing in there. As soon as that happens, our midfield gets absolutely run through like my stomach after a Vindaloo on a hot summer's night. Absolutely embarrassing. Straight through us. Bang. Easy cutback. It looks like it was either Rutter, but I think he missed it and Rodon flicks it back 2 yards out. Easy tap in. Bosh. They make it 2-0. Then they come through 3 minutes later. Bogle just passes Rutter the ball. I don't know, as I said, maybe there was a 1 week overlap when they were playing together. Before Rutter left Leeds and when Bogle signed, they're thinking, oh, mate, maybe Rutter's still playing for Leeds. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, well, he doesn't. Newsflash, he doesn't still play for Leeds. So I don't know why he's passed him the ball from 2 yards out. He's strolled through like he's on a Sunday stroll with his dog. Literally abysmal. Skid mark defending from Leeds. Doesn't even give it enough detail as to how poor it was. He walks through, cuts it back, easy 5 yard tap in, and I mean, after that, we just had absolutely no fight in the team. Takes Nemetra off again. And we're getting into the situation here. I mean, as I said, I'd like you guys to say, except Okafor, our whole team played poor. Pretty much, man. Okafor is the only exciting spark that we actually have in the side. No one is going to want to come with us when we're going to be 19th, referring to, obviously, a new manager coming in to the side. I get fans' help, but why do we look so much better at home than away? Again, you got to look tactically, because we don't have a style of play. And as I said, we keep repeating the same things week in, week out. We don't have good enough personnel, and we don't have a style of play. It's passive possession week in, week out, and something has to change. Now, some of you may believe that's the manager, and if so, please let me know. If so, and why. Either here in the chat or down in the comment section down below. Please let me know what you think needs to change. For me, the personnel definitely needs to be improved in January. And I don't think there's any chance Farke is getting sacked, personally. I don't think there is. Until January, at least, I don't think they're going to be looking elsewhere for another manager. And also, there aren't really many great managers around. There's not a litany of great managers around the market for Leeds United to bring in. So, it's a bit of a catch-22, catch-52, if you will, for Leeds. It's a real lose-lose situation we find ourselves in, 10 games in. But something has to change. Something has to change. At board level, at club level, either Farke has to change up his formation, change up his squad management, change up his lineups, freshen things up a little bit. Maybe Nonto coming back can try and bring some sort of life back into Leeds' attack, but I mean, realistically, what's that going to do? Not too much. So, it's a real bad position. And 16th place, with like a -8 goal difference, 10 games into the season, is poor. It's really bad. Because we have such a paper-thin squad. As you said there, Okafor is our only real attacking threat that we have. If an injury to him happens later on in the year, because let's be real, he's had bad injury problems in general. If an injury to Calvert-Lewin happens later on in the year, and injuries are bound to happen at some point, right? We have no one to fill in. You've got Jack Harrison, Brendan Aronson, and Nemetra as your front three. Like, that just screams championship. That screams championship. That is not going to keep you in the league, that kind of front three. Which is now, while we have these players fit, is when we should be racking up as many points as possible and getting ourselves as far away from the drop zone as possible at this point in the season. Which is why all these games are must win, and which is why we're absolutely throwing ourselves into a really bad position right now. We're really shooting ourselves in the foot right now. We should get 2 up front, get some help for Calvert-Lewin. I mean, maybe some help for Calvert-Lewin, but I don't see how that's going to help us, because our problem is getting the ball to the strikers. We don't have anyone that can get the ball to them. I'm actually seeing some of the forward players make decent runs in there sometimes, but there's just nothing coming through to them. There's no quality on the final ball. There's no one that can create anything and get the ball to them, really. A lot of our great through balls come from our fullbacks. We're not getting any creativity through the middle of the park, realistically. So, 2 up front, I think you're just taking away more out of the midfield, and we don't have 2 great strikers. When we've put Nemetra and Perot on together, it doesn't click, man. It doesn't click. It's not like a big man, little man, Crouchy and Defoe situation we got going on here. It just, DCL and Nemetra together, it's just too static. I think, at least. But maybe you guys disagree. Farke isn't good enough. He's nearly costed us as many times, like last week, by 10 men behind the ball at 1-0. Farke needs to change the playing out from the back against his top-tier sides. I think we should be playing out of the back more, personally. Try being a Saints fan. I wish you beat us in the final now. Oh, mate. I wish we beat you in the final too, mate. I wish we beat you in the final too. Because if we did beat you in the final, we would still have Somerville. We would still have Russa. We would still have Archie Gray. What a difference those three would make right now. What a difference those three would make. All goals today was just tap-ins as well. Listen, man, it's just another poor day at the office. Another very poor day at the office. But what can you do? That's Leeds United. That's football for you. We need wins or we'll be in the bottom 8. And the fixtures we've got coming up around the Christmas period especially are not good enough. I 100% agree. Or not good enough. Are very dangerous fixtures that we have. I definitely agree with you on that one. But for now, as I said, though, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. It's been another poor performance from Leeds United. Another abysmal game that we've thrown away. But we're going to have to hope that we can get the job done against Forest next week. Surely we can beat Forest. Although they have a bit of resurgence and a bit of fire under their belly right now. So that is by no means at all going to be an easy game. But for now, though, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. How do you think Leeds United are going to do in the upcoming week? And what would you change? Is it personnel? Is it manager? Is it the owner? Who's to blame? Please give me some answers. For now, though, I'll see you very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters. Have a good one. As I said, give me some damn answers. I want to know what's going on with Leeds United and how do we fix it. Oh, that will be going up later on today. That'll be going on later on today. We won't beat Forest playing like we did against them. We're drawn against an informed scum today. Sacked the board. We can't fix it. What about Big Sam? Felt he did well last time, but just didn't. No, he was terrible, mate. He was absolutely shit. Let's not go down that avenue again, mate. He was fucking terrible. He was terrible. He was just sat there trying to bribe the officials on the sideline, cracking jokes while we were in a relegation battle. That was not a good turn of events, mate. I did not enjoy that at all. But it is time. I do need to go get that video up as well. For now, though, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. I will see you guys next week. Nottingham Forest, and it's a Sunday, so I don't have work commitments, so I will actually be there ready to rumble. 2 o'clock. Make sure you're there. For now, though, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, absolute pleasure. And I will see you guys later. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.